Scorpio, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising sign. And this is an energy reading, so please take it where and how it resonates in your life. This is your message. And if you're not a Scorpio and this has popped up on your feed, it's definitely for you. Don't you worry about it. It only shows up to the right people at the right time. And this is where your message begins. That's not always a great place to start, but listen, we don't end where we start, right? So let's dig in. The Eight of Swords and then the High Priestess. It's almost like on some level, you've got this feeling like you're about to be separated, or you're being dismissed, or you're feeling like you're left out, or there's just some insights with regards to a need for separation, or somebody about to separate from you, or you're about to be separated from something. There's something going on here. Now the High Priestess is just your intuition. It's almost like your spidey senses going off. And this sense of, could be by the new moon. The new moon would be coming up, I believe it's on the 20, I wouldn't want to say it's the 20th. So that's still Scorpio season. It's a new moon in Scorpio that's coming up at 28 degrees Scorpio. And holy moly, it's conjunct Mercury retrograde. And it's in opposition to Uranus. So there's definitely glitches or expose of glitches with communication. Could be internet stuff, just that's clashing and not working correctly. Things that have been misunderstood. There could be a lot of stuff going on like that. So it's almost like you can tell like something's about to shut down or get disrupted. In fact, the card does say interference. So there is some sort of interference that is going to occur by the new moon, or it's happening to you right now, but it'll also give you kind of insights or a new perspective into whatever situation is going on, or into what you're capable of. So let's be clear though. We have the High Priestess. Well, what do you mean by this? What's going on? What is this? The World card shows up. So there's something coming to a closure. It has to do with something closing it up or finishing it up. Not of something ending, but not ending like it's ending as it's completing, something being completed. Okay. And a decision being made. So there's going to be some almost like a decision is going to be made of who is finished, or who is done, or who is left behind. And who succeeds. Or who, like, almost like it's almost like you're wrapping up a situation in your life. You're finishing it, or something is wrapping up and you know it's going to be over. These cards indicate that it's not a bad thing that it's ending. It's actually good, and there's success that has come out of it. But at the same time, you're feeling like the letdown or the distance, something of that sort. Hold on. And then the Empress is here too. So it's almost like this is real good times. This is beautiful times. This is something that you have been very triumphant with, or something that's been very good. But now it seems like there's a distance, or there's a finishing, there's an ending, and maybe a sense of loneliness is starting to sink in. It almost feels to me, and this is early on in the reading, so I cannot confirm. But it almost feels to me like there's a circumstance of, even the good times have to come to an end. Like the best is not over, but I don't want to say that, but like it's wrapping up, and you can feel it. And there's this thud or this letdown inside of you because you can feel it. Okay. So let's question, let's get some more information. Queen of Cups is opening up your heart, a lot of giving. There's been a lot of generosity. So it seems like this generosity, maybe you feel distanced from, you feel left behind, or this generosity is about to come to you because you've been left behind, or it was some sort of open-heartedness or kindness or generosity or love that you had started to experience maybe around the full moon. A lot of stuff was coming in, good stuff like appreciation for your work, appreciation for what you did. It's almost like maybe the honeymoon phase is over. No, I think it's just begun. I think it's just begun. It's almost like good news. There's going to be a change. Whatever you were left out of, wherever you were rejected from, or in being rejected from, there's now this abundance that's coming your way, this opportunity, this appreciation for who you are and what you contribute. And I would then say it's almost like now what it looks like is, I'll show you the cards. Don't worry about it. The spout is about to be turned back on. What do I mean by that? It like if say this is just an example, say you were out of work and you couldn't find a job, you couldn't get employed. This is like the resources start to flow. This is like the tap starts to come back on. At the very least, you start to get a lot of interviews, but at the very best, it's almost like there's a generous offer. There's a kindness that comes through. So it's something where you were lacking, and just know that that's coming to an end. That's what's wrapping up. This feeling of isolation or feeling of being rejected or feeling of like losing. It's coming to an end. Why do I know that? Because as we move on in the reading, I have the King of Wands, which is action, being confident, feeling confident in yourself, feeling good about yourself. It's also being skilled and people appreciating you and being capable and competent. And then we have Ace of Pentacles, people being willing to pay you or give you the credit or give you the appreciation that your talents and skills deserve. People willing to pay or seeing your value, or you feeling really good about yourself, that coming through. Princess of Wands is here. This could be something brand new, feeling renewed, feeling like a fresh start. Princess of Cups, generosity, kindness, and Six of Pentacles, a lot of options or opportunities coming towards you, or becoming very generous. It's almost like you're about to like hit a tap, or like strike oil, in that generosity is coming back online, and there's a lot of offers that are going to be made, maybe from new circumstances or new situations, but definitely a sense of prosperity and possibility that's coming through for you. After feeling like rejected. Now with the swords, it could have been 8 weeks, I don't think it would be 8 months, but it just felt like you were struggling. And now clearly you are not. It could even be like people finally get it. They finally understand what you've been trying to say. So there's a like an aha moment. It could be like or finally seeing your value. People or someone finally seeing your value. Okay, let's keep asking those questions. Why is this coming and happening now? Like what's the change? With the High Priestess, it's usually just divine timing, which is what, sometimes you just got to wait it out. I said what happened? So somebody that was rushing because they were worried and scared, there was a lot of anxiety here. There was like a triple threat of anxiety. This sense of not being able to get over, like failing or being hurt in the past. And then Eight of Wands, nothing coming in, things not happening quick enough, or constantly being denied opportunities. And then the Nine of Swords in reverse, which is just stopping the stress or not worrying about it so much. So it's almost like what changed is the recognition that it really wasn't about you, and that even bad stuff has to come to an end. Three of Swords, though, in reverse, it could be that something just stopped impacting you or affecting you. That time did heal, and there was just this sense of I don't know. I want to clarify that, though. Hold on. I got you guys. Don't worry. Okay, we have the Three of Cups. So a group getting together, being happy, being joyful. Eight of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Emperor. Ultimately, it's almost like seeing that there were wider applications or broader applications for what you could do, taking motion and taking action to widening the net, right? And widening your reach, and finding the right people who would celebrate you. So yeah, it's almost like it's not you weren't looking in the right places, you weren't looking broad enough. That's what it's saying. Finding a way to make something work or figuring it out. I think that could be also maybe somebody here kept rushing. They kept trying to do things really quickly and they never settled down because they had such anxiety, maybe. That they never settled down to give themselves a fair shot to actually learn something. So when they did, and it was almost like, let's shut the rest of the world out. When they did, then it's like they could find a way to make it work, or they could find time or take time to create something that was valuable or figure out how to create value. And the Emperor is here with Temperance. So there's a lot of fire energy here. Where is Mars right now? I really want to check, but I can't because my app is on my phone and I record from my phone. So, but that's kind of what it is. It's almost like not even really thinking that much, just focusing on the work, getting out of your head. Or somebody needed something to get done, and so they get like, it's almost like maybe all the rules, the regulations, the highly critical, exacting details didn't matter anymore. It was just about, well, let's move forward. We gotta take a chance. We gotta make a choice. And it's like making a choice, and somebody was willing to make a choice on you. I want to get a moon card. We have Aries. Sorry. I'm always doing this to you guys. I apologize. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. You see that? We had a new moon in Aries earlier this year, and nothing will come of the situation. You had tried to take action on something that did not come to pass or did not come to be, or you were fighting something ever since the new moon in Aries. That would have been back in April, and it ended up like nothing worked or nothing happened, right? It's like you've been chasing after something and nothing came of it. But it would be good. It's almost like somebody's been trying to fight you, or somebody's been pushing you back, or you've had to waste your time with some sort of fight or extended fight, and nothing ended up coming of it. Like nothing, like maybe somebody was suing you and nothing ended up coming of it. Or you've been taking action since April and nothing came from it. And now it's almost like that's totally past. That's totally done. It good that nothing came from it. Now you can move forward brand new and start fresh. And that energy is past. That energy is gone because you finished it up and you've completed it. So now there is this cycle that's opening, and you have all these opportunities at the perfect time right in front of you. There is a Mercury retrograde happening for the next 20 days. It's almost 3 weeks, right? And so we will come out of Mercury retrograde in early December. No, in late November, but early Sagittarius season. We're all clear for the holidays, so you don't have to worry about getting messed up for the holidays. But I got to get more information. So, okay, things have changed clearly. Yeah, whatever was defeating you, like sometimes the universe, especially when I'm tired after a long day of work, because I have to have my job too. It's like they're making it ridiculously obvious for me. Five of Swords in reverse, which means whatever was defeating you is defeated. I don't know why or like what was going on. It could be that you were getting resistance. Maybe you were going to college and you hadn't earned your degree yet. You hadn't finished. And now you're finished. You've completed something. And the completion of something is what made the restrictions or whatever was defeating you be done, brought you to a higher level of competency or awareness. And now there's so much more that you're capable of. Okay. Uh-oh, come on. Where are we headed? I think there's like a lot of good, like, what's going to be happening soon? Like, where's this shift happening? I'm going to get an angel message. Hold on. Yeah, we have a stop on the bottom of the deck. It's almost like in some ways the universe needed you to stop, needed you to pause, and needed to push back and maybe not like slow you down intentionally. Or it's a good oh, what the heck is this? What is this? That's love. That's what this is. Can you see it? Love, love, love. Maybe that's what it is. It's almost like something had to pause. Or there had to be a pause. There was a pause on your connection with somebody. Stuff was getting in the way. Or love itself was getting in the way, and that's why nothing else was working out. Maybe you were happily distracted. That could be too. Let's get I picked up these accidentally, but never accidentally. You know what I'm saying? Let's get an angel message. And I hope you'll join me over on Patreon. Hello. Patreon is where I'm hanging out now. So go and become a member. It's only $5 a week. Or you can just buy the extended like you normally do. But then you get the extended. If you're a member, you get the extendeds for half off. And I go live over there as well. So check that out. $5 a month. Dude, what? Yeah, you will. We have healthy communication in relationships. Heart-to-heart discussions and clear, assertive communication help you understand and be understood. Then we have own your divine power. Replace codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. And then balancing masculine and feminine energies. Allow your feminine side to creatively inspire you and your masculine side to give you confidence. This is like you finally found balance in yourself. You're not overcompensating with or for anybody anymore. I'll see you in the extended. Hopefully you'll want to continue this chat with me. Link is below.